Guys, quick one. If Ghana had qualified for the AFCON 2025, how far do you think Ghana would have gone in the tournament? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. You see, I'm going to be very honest here and I'm going to go first. I think Ghana would have gone past the group stages, but I don't think Ghana would have made it as far as the finals or winning the trophy. That is the honest truth. But then let me know yours down below in the comments. If Ghana had qualified for the AFCON 2025, how far do you think Ghana would go in the tournament? Now I want us to talk about some updates and I want to begin with transfers. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. I want us to begin with Abdul Fatawu. He's doing an amazing job at Leicester City. Currently, he has 5 goals and 7 assists, 12 goal contribution. Excellent job by the young player. He's doing an amazing job. He's one of the key players for Leicester City. Now, Leicester City's main aim is to get promoted to the EPL. In fact, they believe with Abdul Fatawu, it is possible. But then the way they perform does not match the way they want things to go this season because they are inconsistent. One time they are winning, another time they are not. And it's becoming very difficult for them this season. If you take a look at the championship table, they are points behind when it comes to the playoff spot and also the automatic promotion. They are points behind. You understand? So it's becoming very difficult for them. Now, because of all this, other teams are circling around their players. And some teams have noticed and also have monitored Abdul Fatawu as a player they can approach and also pick up to their teams. Now, there are 4 teams circling around Abdul Fatawu. 3 teams in England, 1 team in Spain. Now, let's talk about the teams in England. The teams are Bournemouth, Sunderland, and also Aston Villa. The team in Spain is Villarreal, just 1 team. In fact, with Villarreal, they are willing to table down 30 million for Abdul Fatawu. If you were to advise the player, where should he go next from Leicester City? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. Look, I'm not going to lie. If I were to advise Fatawu, I'll tell Fatawu, the honest truth is, Villarreal, they are inconsistent. They are just like Leicester City. They are also inconsistent. Have you seen Thomas Partey? Yeah, so advise yourself. Now, if you come to England, I think that is where your best option is. Bournemouth, trust me, you are going to get playing time. Semenyo just left. You can go in and fill the boots. That is not all. Sunderland, they are building a very beautiful project. You go there, you are going to get regular playing time. Aston Villa isn't bad, but are you going to get playing time? So you know where I'm going with the conversation. I would have preferred him to go to either Sunderland or Bournemouth. But then if you were to advise the player, what would you tell him? He has 4 options. Villarreal, Aston Villa, Bournemouth and Sunderland. Where should he go next? Let me know that down below in the comments. Now, he's not the only one when it comes to transfers. When it comes to transfers, completed Dandel, Ibrahim Osman to Birmingham City in the championship. Look, I'm just going to talk about this player briefly. When he signed to Brighton and Hove Albion, I thought he was going to play with them. And then he left on loan to Eredivisie side Feyenoord. When he went to Feyenoord, he played 22 Eredivisie games with them. He also played more than 5 Champions League games with them. I was excited for him, but during his period, he scored 3 goals and provided 3 assists. And then this season, the first 6 months, he spent time on loan with AJ Auxerre in the French League 1. He played 14 French League 1 games and provided 2 assists so far. Now, another loan for the player until the end of the season with Birmingham City. I don't think it's a bad move. I think it's a good move. We are in a World Cup year. So you want to get the coach attention. You want to go to a team that are currently performing well and are also going to guarantee you playing time. And I just hope this is a good move for the player. But then, Osman Ibrahim, we rally behind you. I think this is a good move for the player. He should go there and make himself proud and also catch the attention of the coach. As simple as that. But then, let me know what you think about that particular one down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about the UCL. Today, Champions League game everywhere is scattered. Everywhere. But the one everyone is talking about is Antoine Semenyo. Now, with Semenyo, when he signed for Man City, he was a hit. First game, 1 goal, 1 assist. Second game, he scored a goal. Third game, Manchester United were like, no, it is not happening. Man United played so well that Man City could not get a single goal in that game. So people were like, okay, don't worry, Semenyo, your next game you are going to do well. But here's the problem. Man City's next game is in the UCL against Bodo Glimt. They are going to travel. Semenyo is not part of the traveling squad. The reason is very simple. Semenyo did not travel with the team because he was not registered for the UCL league phase. So for all those who are expecting Semenyo to play today for Man City, he's not going to be part of the team. I'm sad. I wanted to see him play, but then I'm sad. It is what it is. So we can't complain too much, you understand? We can't complain too much about Antoine Semenyo not playing in the UCL. We just hope that after that he can play other games for Manchester City. But then he's not the only one. Today, Real Madrid versus Monaco. Salisu is not going to feature. Yes, Mohammed Salisu is not going to feature in that particular one. That's a big game. I would have wished he was fit, but he's still recovering from an ACL injury, so he's not going to feature in that particular game. And also, Tottenham are going to play against Dortmund. Mohammed Kudus is recovering from an injury. He's not going to feature in that UCL game. I'm sad. All my players are not going to feature in the UCL. For Tottenham, their coach Thomas Frank is on the chopping block. Today they play against Dortmund. And the coach is on the chopping block because things have not been going on well with the coach. And trust me, if things don't go all well today, he might end up being sacked. The last time I talked about this, I stated that by the time Kudus will return from injury, it is two things. Either he meets the coach or a new coach. And it's looking like things are going in that direction because currently, Tottenham has 14 players that will not be featuring in this game. And I don't know how they are going to maneuver and win. Even with all those players around, then 14 in from Richarlison to Madison to Kudus to how will you win the game? Tottenham, they suffer. But then let's see how things will go. That game is going to be a dicey one, but I mean, they might pull up a surprise. They might pull up a surprise though. Now let's move away from all that and talk about a game that I believe there will be a Ghanaian player in. That is Villarreal versus Ajax. I believe definitely Thomas Partey gets a nod to either start or get some few game minutes in this particular one. Since he returned from injury, the only game he played for Villarreal was against Alaves. They won that game. But in their last game in the Spanish La Liga, he did not play. It was against Betis. He did not play in that game. They lost that game against Betis. So I think this game he plays. Either he starts or gets some game minutes, maybe be it in the second half. So if you want a game that would feature a Ghanaian player, it would definitely be Villarreal versus Ajax. Both teams, Omasa Papa. When it comes to the UCL, you are looking at two teams. It is Villarreal and Ajax. One is 34th, the other one is 35th. Ajax has 3 points, Villarreal has 1 point. How do you think you are going to survive? How? This game, it's not good at all. But then guys, this is what you have to know concerning the UCL and the Ghanaian players going to feature in there. Most of them are not going to feature. Mohammed Kudus, Mohammed Salisu, they are not going to feature. Antoine Semenyo is not going to feature because he was not registered for the UCL league phases. The only player going to feature, I think, is Thomas Partey. Now, let's move away from that and talk about the national team, the Black Stars. In March, it was confirmed that Ghana was going to play a friendly game against Germany. Now, what we hear is that Ghana is in talks with Austria. And if everything is signed, the contract and everything is signed, that will be our second friendly in March. Now, we are playing this friendly match in preparation towards the World Cup. So these are two good countries. These are two good teams that we are going to play against. Germany and Austria. I'm excited. The only thing I'm not excited about is because Mohammed Kudus might not feature in these two games. It is what it is. When the coach was talking about Kudus' return date, he stated that it would be after the match international break. That means he's not going to feature in that one. But then I'm excited to see how Ghana go against these two countries, Germany or Austria. This will be a good test for most of the players and also especially the goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. A lot of people have doubts concerning the goalkeeper. I think these two games is either going to put people's minds at rest or it's just going to justify what people have been saying so far. So this will be a good test for Otoado in general. But then speaking about Benjamin Asare, look, he played a game for Accra House of Folk versus Dreams FC, and the fans, everyone was giving him money because of the saves he was doing. Look at the saves. Saves upon saves upon saves upon saves. People liked it. And they liked it to the extent that they were giving him money. Jessica, why are they? Jessica, you have done well. You have done well. That is Ghana's goalkeeper. Instead of us bad talking this goalkeeper, let's support him. He's doing well. You understand? He's doing well. I think people have really been unfair to him. He has kept clean sheet upon clean sheet, and we still doubt him. Why? Is it because he's from Ghana? Let's give him a chance, I beg. Let's give him a chance. But then he's doing an amazing job, by the way. So guys, these are a few updates I have gathered and I want to share that with you. Now, the last one I want to talk about has to do with Abdul Mumin. The coach of Rayo Volcano says that Perez, he says that, look, he is ready to play, but they are not going to rush it. Yes, he's ready to play, but we are not going to rush it. If there's one player I believe would replace Mohammed Salisu for the World Cup, it should be Abdul Mumin. Super player. It's just injuries that have derailed his progress. And I'm happy with the fact that even Rayo Volcano don't want to rush the process. He's one player that is very good, but injuries. But they just want to make sure that when he returns, they manage his time very well and they make sure he does not relapse. You understand? So these are some of the updates you need to know concerning the UCL, concerning some of the players, concerning Abdul Fatawu, the transfers and everything. I'll make sure to bring you more updates here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. Charlie, we go vibe.